Warning: the following content may not be suited for younger or sensitive audiences. Viewer discretion is advised. So, where we left off, you guys were in the room with the dimension. Soaps touched it, and Astral was replaced with Soteria. And after you guys have kind of had a couple minutes to adjust, you kind of talked a bit. And while you guys are talking, you guys notice that Soaps kind of goes off to a wall. And you hear him scream, and it's suddenly it's like one of those cut off scream videos, and you guys turn over just in time to see him getting sucked down a pipe.
He's just
Mario.
running over.
And it seems like you cannot get into the pipe. It seems to have stopped the second it took him.
What is the pipe made out of?
Metal.
How large is the pipe?
It's big enough to suck Soaps in.
Yeet the fairy in.
How sturdy would you say this metal is, good DM, sir?
Not very. It's fairly old.
Do you think it's old enough for a certain Leonin and fairy to team up and start prying it open?
How would you want to? It's sticking out of the ceiling.
Oh, it's in the ceiling.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought it was in the floor. Okay.
Not gonna lie, our character up there.
Obviously, so this is Blue Eye. So that guy went up to the ceiling.
He went up into the ceiling.
It would appear so.
Apparently.
You can roll back a fire up there.
Miss, okay. That's, yikes. That's kind of scary.
Bluma.
Miss, does Bluma attempt to go into the pipe?
She's has her hand out waiting for rope.
Waiting for what?
For rope. She's like, somebody pass me some rope.
I'm Andy.
Yeah.
Okay. She basically does she gets one in and ties it around her waist, and she dashes up to through the pipe.
Okay. Before you go up there, Bluma, yank twice. If things go wrong, then I'll start pulling or whatever. Or you can drop. I don't know.
Do you want me to go with her? And Oryx just kind of standing there with his hand sort of up.
I mean, can you fit in there?
Could Oryx fit in there?
Yes, it soaks in. It's about a 6x6 pipe.
Mario.
Idris is just gonna look at Nihilus with a "Are you serious?" look, and he's gonna look to Oryx and he's gonna say, "As much as it would be appreciated, considering you're much younger, I would strongly be against you going into the pipe as well."
Yeah.
And you see Oryx kind of oh wait, I have an idea then. And he starts getting ready to cast Enlarge and Reduce on Zenith.
Doesn't that our character, doesn't that only last for a minute?
That does, but we don't know how long the pipe is.
Yeah, so I don't think we should test that.
Max, could I increase the duration of Enlarge and Reduce?
The thing is, Bluma, due to being a fairy, Bluma also has that spell always ready.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Also, it would considering that Bluma can really only get into the pipe because she can fly.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because all the air that has sucked up Soaps is stopped completely.
And now it says also even then, only really Bluma can get up there, and also we're kind of wasting time talking. So.
Hey, Bluma, you go then. Darn.
Right before she starts flying up, she grabs a small rock and just also to do a level 1 infusion of just recording her voice and health. But she doesn't have the the audios are playing yet, but she takes the rock with her.
I just eat the rock down and just help, and then we start pulling.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well,
do you enter the pipe?
I do
Yes.
want to have Niall say one thing. And he says, "Stay safe, and frankly, I know you can handle it yourself. Also, don't forget the crowbar."
Get dexterity saving throw.
Bluma purposely ignores
dexterity
Nihilus.
saving throw.
Wait, who? Who?
Bluma, once you enter the pipe, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw because the pipe starts to blow you out of it. Like the air starts like whooshing by you, and it clearly does not like you in there.
Oh, so it only like soap has in there?
Stop making this fucking sexual.
I didn't mean to make it sexual. That was me actually making
I mean,
a
it's trying
point.
to blow Bluma, so come on.
I would do it.
Oh my god.
I guess it's picky. Okay, I'm done now. I'm done.
No. I didn't even intend to make one. I am sorry. We're gonna have to get banned.
Bluma, you are spit out immediately. And you hit the ground hard.
I guess it did not like you.
And
Maybe too much.
I have an idea.
You take 7 bludgeoning damage.
I have an idea.
Wait. Hey, Bluma. I
would like to try something.
Oh. Go ahead. But I have an idea as well.
Soap?
Oh, there's soap. It's just joined.
Oh my god, it's soap.
It's something.
Soap?
1 second.
Okay. Anyway, the pipe just stole you.
Yeah, he can.
Okay, quick question. By this point, we have already rested and everything, right?
No. We have not rested yet. Not even a short rest, so...
Nope.
We still look like shit.
Didn't we fought something?
Well, all of you except for
I'm just trying to remember we had like temporary hit points and stuff like that.
Yes, we have temporary hit points. It was like...
Okay.
I forgot how much.
It was 12. It was 12.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so I have 5 temporary. So, Bruma grabs another rock, kind of unties the rope from her waist to basically add a little bit more. She ties the rock, a different rock. Then she ties herself back onto the rope, basically extending, having basically rock hanging from her. And she casts catapult on the rock to go through the pipe.
That's funny.
That's
the rock seems to go through the pipe, and then it gets spit back out. It's clear the building just wanted soaps.
Well,
I'm sorry, I cannot hear you at all.
I said that the rock.
I cannot hear you at all.
Oh, okay.
Well,
the rock rejected you. The pipe rejected the rock and you. So, I don't know if you can hear me either, but...
Again.
Well, this is awkward. And they're dead.
Okay. Anyway.
And they're back.
What the fuck is going on?
Your mother. Sorry. Okay.
Can you voice now?
Yeah.
Okay. The rock was thrown back out.
Now Alice is like, well,
I can blow that.
This is an issue.
I can blow that shit up.
This is still a contained area.
Yeah,
This
again,
is not
we
an
are in
area.
a contained area.
This is
Hold
not
on.
an
I
area
think
to
I have
blow
a
stuff
spell
up.
that could work. I believe...
This building reacts to soaps. It's most likely not going to hurt him. And we'll probably just run into him later.
Most likely.
Also, we should probably save those explosives for something like those Valkyrie or some shit.
I'd still feel comfortable knowing he's okay. Would you guys be okay with me casting Locate Animal? I don't know Locate Creature yet, so Locate Animal would be interesting.
I don't. Isaac,
Hey, Isaac, with love, you're not muted.
I don't think that would work.
Yeah, I don't think he's an animal.
I don't know if it would work either, honestly. It's the only spell at the moment that I know that might work. We'll find him.
But what? Actually, hang on. I have an idea. Max, can I try to smell for?
Don't waste it.
Sure. Roll roll a perception.
It's perception. I have advantage because
that's what I was about to say. Yeah. Give me the numbers.
Oh, hey, Astral's here. Oh,
yes.
Hello, Astral. Also, can I say while this is happening that Idris is just gonna start walking in deeper into this area?
I got
22. Okay. So there, you got a 22. So, you can smell him, but it is very faint. He does not seem to be injured, and it just seems to that he was just drugged to a different room for some reason.
Okay, but I don't know where.
Yeah.
Well, I am going to say to Idris well, I can confirm he doesn't smell injured, so he's probably fine in a different room. For now, at least.
Idris is just gonna look back at Kinor, and he's just gonna point to his snout for a hot minute. And then just give a slight chuckle and be like, yes, I can smell too.
Aware, I'm just giving you my 2 cents, and he starts walking.
Deeper. So there is a door on this, or in this room on the other side. Soteria, how are you feeling? Because you just watched someone get sucked up a pipe.
Is Soteria able to be recorded?
Yes.
I just looked at the recording thing and I didn't see his name, so
it pops up when people start talking.
Soteria, there's not really a good way to describe how he feels right now. He's still extremely wary of everybody around him. He seems concerned.
Wouldn't he be hugging a plushie?
Oh yeah. You were doing a plushie.
Yeah, he is holding a decently sized gold dragon plushie very closely. And he just seems wary is all. He does seem concerned that someone just got sucked up a pipe, even though he doesn't really understand what's going on. But he's not really engaging with anybody.
Must be some hookers up there. I mean, why would somebody blow that hard?
Nihilus looks at Lumen's like, okay, that's kind of funny though. But anyway.
Does the door that leads into further into the place, is there anything that seems off with it, or is it just a door?
It is just a doorway.
Okay, well, Idris is just gonna look back to the party and look towards the hallway like towards the door corridor, and he's just gonna say, "I think we should move in more, so we can explore this. We'll find Serpes in time, hopefully."
Should we at least investigate the door in some manner? Because since he's not with us, I don't think traveling through here is going to be a lot easier.
He's gonna nod. He out of character. He doesn't have shit to check the door.
I'm okay.
Auric and Zenith both do. Don't worry.
What's your investigation again?
Wait, my investigation is +6.
Okay, then I can just give you advantage then.
Y'all lost the translator. Get fucked. Fuck you, Isaac.
Miss fucking died.
I love you, Isaac. Don't worry, bro.
Never mind. They said their Wi-Fi is being asked.
So, do any of you enter deeper?
Wait. We wanted to investigate the door, Max.
Okay. Sorry. There is no door. It is a doorway.
Oh. Still, investigate for traps.
Oh.
Then please roll investigation.
I will roll it. I have a +6 and I have advantage because I'm being given advantage.
I gotta
because
make sure that
Nihilus is helping.
Eris
so
doesn't have, like, look for traps or something.
does she?
Does she?
No.
Oh. Wait, actually, let me check. Do druids get that?
I don't think they get.
Yeah, they get find traps.
They do get find trap. Does
find traps is a spell.
Yeah.
But I believe it is a 5th level spell.
It is a 2nd level spell.
What? That is a major disconnect. Anyway.
Yeah.
Anyways,
I do not have it prepared though, so.
Okay, then roll with advantage then.
Yeah.
22.
22. There are no traps that you can see.
Okay, then I guess we're moving on. We're
gonna step forward and step on something, I bet.
As you guys enter the room, it is fairly dark, except you see a spot of sunlight, kind of in the distance. Like it seems to be a spot, like spotlighting something.
Can I approach it?
You can.
I'm approaching it.
So as you get closer, you realize that this is a shard. This is the shard you're looking for, actually.
It's not that easy. It's
no way.
It's not
that easy. No way.
It seems to be on a pedestal that is being spotlighted by the sunlight.
Can I investigate the area around me to see if there's anything off? Like, do you know what I'm trying to? Okay.
Now
where's Dice chat?
Now this is going to say there's no way in hell that this is that it's just this easy. It never is.
Shit, that's an 11. I'm crying.
You cannot see anything out of the ordinary.
Idris is just gonna look back at the party, and he's just gonna be like, let's not take the shard off the pedestal yet.
That is a splendid idea. And I agree.
Fuck it. Can I just look around the room to see if there's anything? Just like, actually, not the room. Can I just investigate the pedestal?
It'd be funny if it was make me like, "What's up, guys?" No? Okay.
Hello?
Wait, I'm sorry, what? I am very spacey today, so what's up?
We're
Max?
trying...
What?
Max?
What?
Bro.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I was doing something. I was preparing something because I realized I was like, oh shit, about something. Anyway, expect something to happen today that was gonna happen. So, anyway, what did you guys ask?
Oh, I wanted to look at the pedestal to see if there was anything that
Roll
could,
and
like...
Actually, I'm just gonna give this to you. Give me a second. Where the fuck did it go? This is a mood. Roll investigation.
Investigation?
Well, like, you imagine that, like, everyone else is, like, standing back while Aegis is the only one that's, like, very close to the pedestal, and we're like, yep, this is fine.
Oh my god. That's another 11. I'm crying.
Is up here. Jesus Christ.
Also, you didn't clarify that, Kirsten, anyway.
Why do you use my Wi-Fi?
That's fair.
Yeah.
Idris is gonna look to Zoe and just be like,
Good thing this doesn't really require much. So you see while you look at this
Oh, Isaac has to go for now.
Okay, goodbye, Isaac. He's not here, but someone tell him I said goodbye. Anyway,
Isaac, Max said, fuck you.
He's not even here.
That's what I'm typing out.
You guys see on this pedestal, it seems to be engraved. You guys see the High Priestess.
Oh no, fuck you. Fuck you.
Oh.
The High Priestess, like the card that we saw in the tavern?
The High Priestess, as in the card. I don't believe you did not see the High Priestess at the,
we didn't see the High Priestess in the tavern.
I don't know what the High Priestess means, but okay.
It's a tarot card.
I know, but I'm just saying I do know what it stands for. I would look it up, but I'm not.
Idris is just going the motion to the High Priestess carving and just look to Zill and just like seem a bit confused.
The man doesn't know tarot.
Can I
He's confused by
investigate it?
Sure. You can also roll Arcana or History.
Yeah, I was gonna say Arcana. Wait, History. My mind. I got 25.
It probably wouldn't be relevant to me, but could I also roll it?
Sure.
Okay.
I roll if they have a decent Arcana, should roll Arcana.
I have a Arcana of 6.
I also have
I have a...
So yeah, I was doing.
So
Oof.
Damn.
So the High Priestess is you know that the High Priestess is mostly about introspection and looking into yourself. It is a lot about listening to your inner voice or your subconscious and trying to learn what you can from basically your inner self. But that doesn't really make sense in this connotation. So the High Priestess may just be a person.
I'm gonna relay all that to the party. Like, explain what it means to be, like, that context.
Also, how close are you guys to the pillar or the pedestal?
I am by the doorway, so
could you re-describe the room, please?
So it is a long, dark room, basically a long, dark hallway. It's about 60 feet. At the end of this hallway is the pedestal, which is spotlighted by some sunlight, and this pedestal has the shard that you guys are looking for, and the High Priestess is carved onto the pedestal.
Zenith and Oric. Oric is riding on Zenith's back usually, so they would be about 20 feet from the pedestal as Oric is kind of just like staring through it through like his hands.
Still,
Like
and
they're binoculars.
are probably within 5 to 10 feet of it. Because we were inspecting.
I'd say
it,
Idris is 5
and
feet
had it.
within it.
I
Yeah.
as far
I was
away from as possible. So
Okay. So Idris and Zil, as you guys are kind of like investigating this.
We're gonna need to make saving throw, aren't we?
Zil, you feel your foot step on what seems like a button or a pressure plate. And a woman appears between you and the pedestal, and you now have a sword to your throat.
Oh.
kinky.
Hello, no, ma'am. I promise I'm not a threat or trying to steal anything.
She's very pale, and her eyes are the scleras are black with a white kind of with a white pupil, not pupil, iris. There is no pupil. And half of her face is beautiful, and the other half is very scarred. And it like especially like her bottom, the lower half of her face. One like she only has again half of her lips because you can see the teeth. You can see her teeth. And she's very like she's very ornate she's very ornately dressed. She's a hood. She looks like she would have been a high priestess. Also, for people in the campaign, I posted her photo in the NPC.
Yes, I'm pretty sure some of us saw.
Anyway,
aren't we always? Shit, wait, I can't simp.
Oh, how does
You
the party react to this woman randomly appearing in basically a burst of sunlight?
I'm gonna say
and holding
Zil is very calm. Zil's very calm.
Oric is kind of starry-eyed, and he's trying to get like he's not getting too close, but he's trying to get closer to examine her. With Zenith there, obviously.
Now it's just keeping his distance by the door.
Plumo will just be looking directly at the priestess and just going to Nihilus to take out another 5 pounds of dynamite.
Okay, question. Can we get a layout of the room one more time?
This is a long, dark hallway. There's about 60 feet.
Okay,
and it seems to be 20 feet across.
Okay. And is there a roof, or is...
There is a roof.
How high is the ceiling?
It's about 15 feet high. Occasionally you can hear some rock crumbling.
I'm debating if I want to have Bluma have this or not.
Like, specifically if you speak too loud, you can hear rock starting to crumble.
Out of character. Put the dynamite away.
I got this. Kirsten, don't be my backseat driver. I got this, like you always are. That's half a joke. Anyways.
I cannot hear anything.
Of course.
I think Mist has died again. Let's go. Not really. That's that to the viewers. That's just me. Being, like,
since
could I have Idris do a moment?
What'd you ask, Kirsten?
I was just gonna say, cause like the woman has like a sword to Zill's throat, I'm gonna say like Zill is just standing there very calm. Like she's not stepping forward, she's not stepping back, she's just standing there and like she like pulls her arms up like she's putting her arms like her like hands up and like I'm holding a weapon anything. Like not high, just like chest level of like, yo, I'm not doing nothing. I will wait. I like I respect probably some guardian here. Just kinda standing there calmly.
Zill, can you roll an intelligence check? Not saving throw check.
Intelligence check? Okay.
Basically, don't add your proficiency to roll just intelligence modifier.
Well, I went anyway.
I'm
Yeah.
just clarifying.
I'm well aware. 13. Damn.
She seems vaguely familiar, but you can't put your finger down exactly how she is familiar. Like it's very kind of iffy. You're just like, do I recognize you? Can't like who? I don't think I recognize her. But do I?
I be able to tell if she recognized me at all?
She does not recognize you.
Okay. Just like look on her face or anything, but okay.
It seems very cold and not very welcoming per se. And you guys hear her growl in you guys hear her growl in another language, and seeing that none of you react, she goes through a couple. And each time she goes through a different language, it's clear that she's getting a bit more aggressive. In all of these languages, you don't recognize until she finally, like, she settles down on one, and that is common, and she asks, "Who are you?"
Hello there.
And the fair devils. Yeah, explode your head if you do anything.
We are travelers who, I will admit, kind of need that crystal thing you're protecting. And that's why we're here. We need to stop. Character, what the fuck? Valerie's right. We need it to stop Valkyries, because they're kind of bad. So that's why we're here.
She puts, like, she gives Bluma a look, and give me a second. I gotta recheck something.
While she's doing that, Bluma will kind of toss the dynamite unlit closer to the priestess and readies a firebolt aiming at the TNT.
Oh my god.
So I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Damn it.
Oh, Jesus.
Natural one.
Oh, Jesus. Anyway, so Bluma, before you can even really ready Fireball, you feel all of your, like, you feel your limbs kind of lock up. And everyone watches Bluma basically fall.
Can I just, like, catch her? You know?
Sure.
Like, yeah, does
What
that.
I know the type of spell, because, again...
This does not feel like a hold monster or like a hold person-esque type spell. This feels like your blood has turned against you and someone is like controlling you.
You know what? Malice looks at Bloom and is like, "Can you speak?" Actually, can she?
Bluma, you can speak.
Oh, I
Can you
didn't know
speak?
what happened.
Good for you.
Blow the dynamite.
Nihilus looks at Bluma, then the robed woman. He looks at Bluma, then the robed woman. He's thinking.
Zill
After seeing that the
has
fairy is now
it-
subdued, she removes, like, she takes her sword and she moves it away from Zill and she puts it into the ground, forcefully enough that it completely rattles the room because it breaks the stone and sits there.
Mom?
Bro.
No. Dynamite. We can always dig this place up.
Yes, but also we don't know where Sopez is at.
He's undead. I don't believe he needs to breathe.
I don't want to take that risk. For now.
You guys hear her speak up and she says, "Is this Sopez you speak of, the Estalian?"
I don't know his full name. I just know his name is Sopez, so that's for someone else to
Estalian.
clarify.
She asks, "Is this Sopez the Estalian that let you in here?"
Yes.
He is the one who unlocked the door.
And she kind of looks between Zill and Soaps and then the rest of the party, not Zill and Soaps, Zill and Idris and the rest of the party. And she looks to Zill again and she says, "You said you needed the shard for Valkyries."
Yes. Valkyries have returned. We already have some of the shards. That is what we need to put the back together.
And Mist, you can roll right now.
I did not put Bluma away. I'm just holding Bluma in his hand, just chilling. So.
And again, she looks to you and Bluma, you break free.
Now this is Bluma, please.
You feel yourself you feel you're back into your own control.
Now this is Bluma, please. I know what I said. I was just tense. But we can possibly talk our way through this. Think
Max,
yourself.
now that I'm talking to her and I'm looking at her better, is it possible for me to roll again to see if I recognize her now? Now that I've spoken to her?
Sure.
Another flat intelligence.
Another flat intelligence.
Could I ask if Idris possibly recognizes her, or...
Idris, you can also roll an intelligence.
Okay.
Okay, I just want to add, while they're rolling and...
Miss,
while they're rolling and everything...
did you hear what I...
Yes, I
Okay.
did. Yes.
Continue.
Bluma, again, ready a fireball, but does not fire, but the fire from her hands can show that she's ready. Though, again, she purposely ignores Nyla's game because she is really pissed off at him from what he said.
That's fair.
Though her holding of her actions is at least a small indicator that she is listening in some way. Though she still smacks the back of his head again.
That's fair.
Full, punch.
That's fair.
An actual punch to the back of his head.
Yeah, I know, that's fair.
We rolled a 7 and 10, so I'm assuming we don't recognize her still.
You do not. And again, it's just kind of on the tip of your tongue.
Damn.
But, Bluma, she seems to ignore you. Like, she does not seem threatened by you anymore. But
She's talking to Zil right now.
She looks to Zil and says, "What proof am I to see? Or what proof do you have to prove the Valkyries are back?"
That is a bit difficult, seeing as to have proof I would have had to kill one, which I can't really do without that shard. Is there any way that I could prove it?
There is one way.
Um,
Though, seeing how you are not a Celian or any one of our sister species, this may hurt. And so she puts her hand on your head, and it like also feels like really weird because it feels like she's not there, but she is. And I need you to roll with some saving throw.
Okay. Zil's just doing this willingly, guys. By the way.
Oryx is kind of freaking out. Zenith is just kind of sitting there like,
that's
"Why
a
did I adopt
dirty
this
20.
child?"
That's a dirty 20.
So it's really not that painful. Which is shocking. Because it feels like it should be a lot more painful considering she's literally going through your memories and you can see your memories again.
I was hoping she could do that, which is why I asked if she could do anything.
And after she's done, she kind of gives you a look of, "You're the most interesting thing I have ever seen in my life." And
whoops.
And she says, "Well, I cannot give you the shard here." And like you watch her kick over the pedestal, and the shard is still there floating.
Oh, it was an illusion.
And she says, "But I can show you where it's being guarded. It is deeper in the bulwark."
That would be quite helpful if you were willing.
And she nods, and she waves her hand, and another doorway opens up. And this one is much lighter. It's back to the normal lighting that you were used to.
So what's an Fesliyan?
An Fesliyan is a person from the country Acelia.
Or kind of looks down to Zenith. Does Zenith have any clue what?
Nope.
Yep.
Wait, Max, what you were talking about?
Would recognize? Would Zil recognize? No. Okay.
Nope.
Not even Idris recognizing it?
Nope.
Question.
Damn.
Can Nihilus know?
Again, it seems like a far off distant memory. But it's not something you seem to be able to get at the moment.
Nihilus doesn't say anything.
Zil is gonna look at her and she's gonna go, "Do you know how long you've been down here? Because I've never heard of that country."
And she looks to you, Zil, and she says, "Well, I cannot answer that.
That's fair.
I don't know myself."
I mean, it makes sense. You've been down in this place for a long time.
I am a fragment of I am a fragment of the woman of a guardian named Astrilis.
Oh.
Oh.
Oric recognizes his name, doesn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Would
Everybody
Zora
can
Idris
see-
also?
Yes, you would.
Oric
Astrilis is the name of the woman who is split into the triplet gods.
Oh! Oh! No!
Do I know exactly
Oh.
why I recognize her now?
No, you do not. Would you like to roll another intelligence check?
Yes, could you not just like
Could I also roll an intelligence check?
Sure. Sure.
please?
I want to.
It's better than
I'm gonna see what Idris rolls.
If I can type, I'm gonna cry.
Wait, do they not recognize it, or do they recognize it?
It's a
They
17.
do recognize it. So you guys start to like realize that the reason you guys recognize her is because she kind of looks like Soaps.
Oh.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute.
Wait
I am
second.
so glad Idris did not say what he was going to say when she first appeared and asked if we knew Soaps. Idris is going to look at her and he's going to ask, do you have a relation to Sopas?
The Assylian? No. No. He's not someone I've met. Though, if the magic is correct, he is someone that belongs to my bloodline. Someone who belongs to, well, more correctly, he belongs to the actual Guardian Astrilis' bloodline. I am just a fragment.
He is just going to nod his head and take that information in.
So would that make him?
Bill's just kind of looking at her.
That make him your family then? And then like Oric's just kind of like poking the air.
What do
Like,
you say?
Would that make him your family then, or would that make him your brother? Or, like he's trying to solve that.
Zil is gonna.
I am a distant ancestor.
Okay, yeah. Zil's just gonna or can be basically like great to an of grandparent. Just very long distance.
Oh well, I don't have any relatives, so yeah. Neither does Zorik. Meh. Neither does Zenith. Well, none that he cares for anyway.
Damn.
While everybody's doing that, Roland just basically goes to pick up her explosives.
Okay.
Zil is going to turn back to her and kind of like look at her. Fuck, I forgot what wording I was about to use. Right? Dumb. She's gonna turn to her and go, now you please show us the way.
And she nods and she walks down the hallway that she opened up.
Zil
is
gonna follow.
Nihilist also follow.
Idris is going to follow, but beside Zil's side.
Okay. He's following everybody. You know what?
I just wanted while everybody's following the creature I saw lady. Ruma will just, I'm pretty sure like it will be a silent kind of way, right?
Okay.
Can you guys hear me? I
I
know.
I can hear you. I just don't understand you.
I
Never mind. Just forget it. I'm just, uh, nothing. So,
It's just that your mic kind of sucks, and that's the bad thing. So half the time,
I'm just using my phone, literally, and my
yeah,
Wi-Fi is absolute ass.
yeah, it happens to us. So what were you trying to do?
Just ignore it. Just
All
ignore what
right.
I said.
uh so as you guys are walking, can I have one of you make a perception check?
Who has the highest perception?
I have plus
plus 8.
6.
What kind of perception check is this? X.
It is what do you mean by what type?
Is it sight, is it hearing, or is it smell?
Yes.
Oh. Could I get this with advantage?
Sure. Go for
Awesome.
it.
Oh, I think oh, okay, it went. That's a 27.
Uh-huh. So you guys have kind of gotten used to the scuttling of the robots, or the sound of them rolling across the floor. However, Zenith happens to pick up a scuttling that isn't exactly a robot. It sounds like a creature.
Which way?
All around, basically beside you, kind of like not really all around you, but it seems to be following you in the shadows, if that makes sense.
Can he see it at all?
No.
Can Oryx see it? With
Nope.
Devil Sight. Okay.
Does he point
Z
to the party that he feels
Oryx
something?
or Zenith? Yeah, no, Zenith is going to I think the party would have gotten it down by now. Zenith, everyone is going to see Zenith start to draw, like put his hand on his sword, and his eyes start to flare up a bit as he looks around, and his ears are twitching.
Can
The party could
I would
probably
Arcana
obviously
check to
tell
see if I
that
feel anything?
Life. I mean, yeah, you can arcana check. Sorry.
Okay.
There's life.
and yeah,
There's
the party could
zombies.
probably obviously tell that Zenith is like there's something here.
That's why I'll
You
fuck
cannot
11.
you can feel that there are the other things presence beside you, but that's about it.
Zenith is going to look to the party and sort of like make a defensive stance, and he is going to start walking very cautiously with his sword drawn and his shield out.
Those are
Max,
worried
I have a
about it.
question.
Yes, Soteria.
So, Soteria starts to see kind of like some of the people in the party start to get on edge. And it sounds weird to say out loud, but it has been somewhat established that Soteria has an incredibly good sense of smell. Is there any way he can like try to sniff out the area and see if he smells anything that's not the party?
Roll a perception check.
Not with advantage, I'm guessing.
That was for. I think that was established for fiends.
You never said it was for fiends. You just said it was just for smell.
We never really went into it, so it's up in the air. So up to max in this case.
Yeah, up to max. I'm just
Advantage for a very specific reason.
because I want it. Because I want you to.
Nope.
Max.
All right, hang on one
Probably
second.
because of what it is.
Probably.
It'd be funny if it was like.
Could I ask how the lady in front of us is acting?
24.
What is the base number? Like, what is the natural number?
My perception?
17.
Yeah. I'm not looking at it at the moment, but what's the natural number?
17.
Like,
17.
Okay, never mind. Anyway, yes, you can tell that there are definitely other creatures because the stench
Oh, there's more than one. Okay.
is basically overwhelming. What they smell like is. Have you ever been to an ocean when the tide goes in, or like when the tide goes in a bit too far?
Yeah.
And all of that shit is kind of revealed, and it just stinks.
Just kind of smells like dead fish.
Yeah, that's what it smells like.
So I kind of spaced out a little bit. Are we still following this woman?
Yes.
And
We're
so
probably-
for the woman in front of you, Guardian Astrilis, she seems to have stopped. And you guys see her form kind of like she looks behind you guys, and her form kind of seems to flicker a bit.
She's losing connection. Oh no, her Wi-Fi router is dead. Sorry.
she lost Bluetooth connection.
Sterling, are you?
Idris is gonna softly call her name.
And she seems to like react and like look behind at you guys. But oh no, fuck.
Oh no.
Did she roll bad or something?
She
Or
seems
something.
to like get a chance to look behind you or behind her before it seems basically it really like seems like she got Thanos in a sense.
Oh no.
I don't.
Wait, is she gone now, or is she like still fading away?
She is just gone.
Oh, so Teria, like he so Teria, he's shaking even more now as he's like looking around, like the plush in one of his hands, but like he takes the plush and he puts it in his bag, and he grabs something from his side, and he just holds it in his hand. His hands are shaking. Very.
I will say. Go ahead. Sorry.
And I'll send a picture of what it looks like. It looks like that, for those of you that don't already know.
Oh, okay.
So Tara, just breathe. All right. And okay.
Go ahead.
Oh no, that's all Nihilus is gonna say. Just breathe, so he's not having panic.
How big is the hallway, by the way, Max? That we're in.
It's like a typical hallway size. It's probably about like 6 feet across. It's a longer hallway, so I don't really know how long it is. But out from some rooms, like some side rooms, you guys see these two kind of like medium-sized.
I suggest we run.
2 medium-sized sea drakes.
Sea drakes.
Crawl out of the room.
What are question? What are tea drakes?
Did you say sea drakes or tea drakes?
Tea drakes.
Tea drakes. Oh, okay. Because I heard sea drakes. My bad.
Bluma says
I put what I said. No,
run. So we could run.
No.
Are they blocking our path, essentially, Max?
Yes, they are.
Who is leading?
Do
Who's leading the party at the moment?
Chris and Zil was.
Zil, Idris were right behind the lady. So just Idris
Alright.
in front.
I'm going to warn you, Zenith is going to charge in.
What?
I was about to ask,
do they look like
are you okay, Kirsten?
going to attack us?
I was about to ask the same thing.
Yes, they are snarling and growling at you.
Yeah, as they're growling, Soteria, he lets out like a squeaking noise as he's holding the stick looking thing in his hands.
If anyone would be able to see Idris's face, they would probably notice that like his ears kind of like perked down, and it kind of like his tail also flattens and just falls a little bit limp, and he seems a little bit upset, but he does have he does pull out his weapon in case, and he looks back to Bluma. Like, he doesn't look back, but he does reply to Bluma's comment and just explains how they're in the way.
Always I could blow a hole back in.
Again, enclosed area. I didn't want to do that.
I trust your.
Run the fuck away. I literally have a spell that could throw a bomb 120 feet away. We could literally run away, have a head start, and I still could drop the ceiling on them. And then we could just pick it up. We can
We're
literally
underground.
We are underground. We can't blow things up.
Way. There's a we need to go.
Hey Max. I just had a realization.
And are
What
you gonna
Okay.
treat him like a friend? Like you did last time?
Actually, that's what I was about to ask for. If Or could come up with the idea.
No, like Bluma will basically Bluma's just speaking with Idris directly to Idris, and just in a pissed off tone, like, and you can make a friend with it, like you did last time.
Honestly, Idris doesn't respond, but it's noticeable that his tail does poof up.
Don't understand dog language.
Stop.
He's
so
pissed.
Cute.
He's pissed.
I
Like,
know.
his fur is starting to raise.
I'm just.
Say, while you guys are talking, it seems like these drakes are not advancing.
You're lying.
They should just be territorial.
Oh. Could Oric determine if they are a beast?
Yes. They
Oh.
are.
They are a beast.
Try to speak with animal with them.
That's exactly what Oric's about to cast. He's gonna cast Speak with Animal.
I'm gonna count them as beasts.
Okay, awesome.
That's fair.
Wait, does speak with animal work on? Yeah, it does work on beasts. Okay. Because
These not monstrosities.
So Idris and Zil, you guys see Orc kind of squeeze past you, and you see him make a symbol in the air and push it forward toward the sea drakes, and he starts speaking with them.
I'm just gonna say Zil is not allowing him to go much further than right in front of her.
Yeah, he's not going any further than that. He's not going any further than that. And he's just
Levi.
gonna say, yeah.
Levi, do I need to roll anything for them, or is it just immediate?
I am trying to check it. I keep forgetting it's a first level
Speak
spell.
with animals. There is no saving throw. You give yourself the ability to speak whatever language they can understand.
Yeah.
Okay. So, what do you say?
Orc says, "Hey, we're sorry. We don't want to bother you at all. We're just trying to get through here. We're not going to touch or hurt anything that may belong here. We just really need to get past. We're trying to save our friend. He got sucked into a pipe."
Like they seem to look at each other for a second, and one looks back to you. Like the one that walked out first, like what seems to be the meaner one, looks back at you and says, "Why should we trust you?"
Orc kind of looks down to his hip and sees the sees his sugar cubes and says, "Well, it's true. You don't really have a reason to, but I can solemnly swear that we are up to no good. Well, sorry, we are up to good." No. That was actually a misspeak. I can solemnly swear that we are up to good. We are not going to hurt anything you guys have to. You can watch us the entire time. I promise.
First level,
And the other one like kind of looks back to you and kind of looks between the meaner one and says, "But you want the shiny. How can we trust you?"
What shiny?
Like,
There's a shiny?
and the other one says, "The shiny. You want it. We heard you."
Is Orc translating this to the party at all?
Zenith is translating.
Okay. Zill is gonna like look at Orc and she's gonna say, "Tell them we have the Guardian. We're safeable. Like the Guardian wants to have."
Wait, the Guardian wants to have it? Is that what you're telling Orc to say?
The Guardian wants us to have it. Like we have her permission.
Okay. Oric says, well, this lady, and he points to the scarred face lady. Oh, she's gone?
She disappeared.
Well, the Guardian lady, Zill, what was her name? Did we get her name?
Oh, Astralis.
Guardian
Astralis. The Guardian of Astralis wanted us to have it.
And they look to each other. They say, and they look to each other, and they say, then when the other one speaks, the meaner one speaks up, and he says, "We got rid of her. We don't like her."
Oh, why not?
Mean.
She's mean? She's mean?
He took away our shiny.
Wait, what?
She took our shiny. So
He took the shiny? Oh, I can understand why.
Nihilus says, "Why don't we offer them a different?"
Well, what if we offer you something in return for the shiny?
I was going to say shiny.
Yeah, a different shiny. What if we offer you a different shiny?
What shiny could replace our shiny?
Hold on, I'm looking at Oric's inventory.
I'm also looking.
Wait. I also have... And Oric pulls out...
Oh, it's an option.
Oric pulls out a small bag and he starts dumping out a few sugar, like a pile of sugar cubes into his hand, and he says, "I also have these if you want them."
Those are useless to us.
But don't you need food to survive?
They have no sustenance.
I mean, you're right, but they are crunchy. And he just eats them all. And then he pulls out an actual shiny. He pulls out a very, very lovely inkwell pen. Like, it is rose and... You know, like, the rose-themed pens in real life? But it looks like it's actually made of gold.
So one seems to be interested by it, and the other turns to Soteria after you guys hear him kind of mumble something, and it looks to him and says, "You may not want to hurt us, but we can hurt you."
Huh?
We
What do you mean?
never
We don't want to hurt you.
Specifically, he seems to be talking to Soteria.
Zenith looks back to Soteria. What language did Soteria speak?
Soteria, it seems like he also casts and speak with animals, and he's also slightly crying. Like he seems to be like almost like he's crying slightly.
Yeah, and as you guys look at him, he's shaking even more. As he's holding the stick with two hands, and it's almost as if he's trying to hold something back.
Could Zenith go? He shouldn't touch. Zenith knows not to touch, but he is going to try and comfort Soteria. So Zenith is kind of like semi-approaching with his hands up and his blade like sat against the wall. He's like, "Hey, big guy, are you okay? It's okay."
He doesn't seem to be focused on you. He seems to be focused directly on the drakes.
Actually, hang on, I got something. Now it says, "You want actual food?" And he pulls out his rations bag.
Hey, Max.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Sorry, I'll get to you in a second.
Sorry. What if... So, Idris, like, how tall are these sea drakes?
They are about, 6 to 5 feet.
Okay, so if I crouch down, I'll be, eye level with them? Technically? In a way?
Do you like the
because I am 7 foot.
Well, they'd be 6 foot sitting down, so I don't really know how that translates.
Okay.
You know how a dog is taller when they sit down, so
yeah.
That.
Idris is just gonna kneel down, and everyone's gonna watch, but he is going to reach up and grab this necklace he has, and it's the same necklace that he had ripped off twice, and it's very shiny, very pretty, and he's gonna hold it out to them, and he's gonna say, "Would you like to take this and the item Oric has in return for the shiny?"
And they quickly they look between each other and the shinies, and they look back they look back at Idris and Oric, and they say, they say in unison, "We must converge with the others," and they kind of scuttle off, and can hear
others.
You could suddenly hear a lot more whispers for those who have speak with animals currently.
Gonna offer food, all my rations, for 10 days. Honestly,
Mr. Idris, you don't need to offer that. I have more shinies. Zenith has more shinies. That thing's important to you, isn't it?
Idris is just going to look at Oric and say, "If it helps us and it helps Soaps and everyone else who needs help because of these Valkyries, I will gladly give it. Because she would have wanted it to be that way."
Zill isn't stop Idris, but you can see her look at the necklace and look at Idris, and she looks very sad that Idris is trying to do this. Even though she's not.
Kirsten, it's not their necklaces. It's a different necklace.
No,
to let you know.
I know which necklace.
Okay.
She's so sad. I know which necklace it is. Is there a necklace?
Zenith kind of takes a semi-step forward.
Hey.
Define.
Luna. What were you saying?
Holding the one explosion she has, she grabbed back from earlier.
Okay. Levi.
Okay. Zenith takes a step forward, trying to get closer to Oric. Obviously staying out of Zill and Idris' space. Just trying to pat Oric's back, and he's offering him his own. Oric has Zenith has a very shiny dagger, and it has a mark from Ashura on it. And he's handing it to Oric, saying, "Give them this as well." And Idris, are you sure you want to give that?
Idris is just going to nod his head.
Listen, I do not know who it belonged to, but thank you.
You guys, as you guys are like speaking, you guys hear like suddenly like a lot of like. Do you know what crystals sound like? Like when when crystals hit each other. You know what that sounds like?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
You guys start hearing that from behind you. Also, Mist, if your Wi-Fi continues not to work, you can leave session. Okay.
Levi, I think it'll be best for them to do that because honestly, the amount of miscommunication and pain in the ass it is, I don't think it's worth the hassle.
Fair enough.
It's just gonna make more headaches.
Oh, they dead.
So you said have you heard crystals and stuff?
Yeah, like it's
Crystals
like
hitting
someone.
against each other?
Like someone is dumping them out of a bag.
It'd be funny if this is not the shiny we're looking for. It's just like several other small like.
Do any of you turn behind you to see like?
Yeah.
As soon as Soteria heard the noise, he would have turned around because he's not doing
You guys
good
see
right now.
Eris. Like you guys see Eris. She seems to like she's just kind of like shaking what seems to be a bag of holding, and there just seems to be a lot of crystals.
Holy shit!
Eris? Eris? What is that?
A bargain.
I'm not going to ask.
Listen, if it will most likely sway them. I know how dragons think. And drakes are pretty similar to dragons. So
out of care, no, but Nihilus doesn't. Sorry, go ahead. Sorry.
And she says, so this will work. You guys don't have to exactly give away your items if you don't think that's necessary, if you don't want to. I mean, you can add it to the pile. I'm sure that will help, but like it doesn't really matter. But and like while she's saying that, she's like pushing this pile forward. And it seems to like it's kind of like struggling, but like these are also not cheap gems. Like the cheapest gem in this is a diamond that you could tell like you would be using in a spell that like you required a diamond that costs at least 300 gold.
Yeah, it's like trying to use it for Revivify.
Mm-hmm.
No, you know what?
Eris, are you certain?
Yes, are you certain?
I have more, so I mean, it's not that big of a deal. It's a bag of holding. It's infinite. Trust me, it would have filled up a couple 100 years ago if it was not.
I'm not gonna question it.
I want to, but I'm afraid to. No offense.
Can I insight that? Like, are we allowed to do that?
Sure, you can insight.
I would love to insight that on how she said that. Because it's 100 years.
Also, I want to say that Nihilus said that, not me. Nihilus said he's not going to question it.
Am I able to insight that or no? Okay.
Sure.
I'm checking. Yep, here we go.
I also will.
That's a 23.
So she was. I mean, she said it like matter of fact, like she was in fact a couple 100 years ago, or 100 years ago or so, that it would have filled up or overfilled if it was not a bag of holding. So.
You like.
Did you collect these yourself?
Yeah.
He's just gonna nod, and like, there's like, if anyone notices, there's like just kind of like a semi-smile on his face as like he remembers something, and like the tip of his tail is just casually like it's doing like a slight wag, but he's just going to look at Eris and say, if they also need more, I'm willing to give up this necklace.
And so, actually, speaking of which, the two original drakes come back and they're like, "We have decided." Oh, holy shit!
Oh yeah, we have a bag of
Chinese guys.
holding worth of crystals.
Bag of
Will
Chinese.
that cover
Bag of
everything?
Chinese.
Bag of shinies? Bag of shinies? Will that cover it?
Neuron activated or some shit or
Yeah,
dopamine.
we
I'll-
remember we had a bag of these.
And like the two drakes are like the one drake who said that is just kind of staring at these crystals and it's just like, you know, I think this is a better deal than what we originally had. We'll even throw in the crystal that the scary lady is tied to.
What, scary lady? Oh.
Oh,
You can keep her. We don't like her.
that's
Oh.
fine by me.
Do you mind if I?
Could you lead me to it?
Yeah, could you lead us to her? And what
Yeah.
do these sea drakes look like, by the way? And
like-
Orc is still like translating everything for these guys.
So the sea drakes, you guys actually see a bunch of. You guys look to the sea drakes and you see a bunch of glowing eyes that seem to be the other sea drakes. But the one sea drake, while a couple others skitter out of the shadows, they seem to basically be pushing and kind of like working like ants to get this, to get these gems out of this pile and into wherever their hoard is.
I love that.
Hey, can I do one thing before anything?
Yes.
Before that happens, can I do one thing, please?
Yes, you
Can I
can.
do one thing?
Yeah.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Apparently
Yes.
he cannot.
Hello.
We can hear you.
Okay, looks like there's some type of delay. There's a delay. That's the thing. But either
Kill
way,
me.
before they start getting before they set the crystals, Bluma will basically go to the crystals, arrange them as if she's trying to make it look more presentable, but she is dumping all her where's the message? Where is that? Let's see. The magic tinkering. Look how much I got. Give me 1 second here. Okay, sure. How many of the crystals are on the floor?
A lot.
She'll put touch all 6 of them specifically and have them record insults. The recordings are 6 seconds long each. So every second, well, she's basically whispering to it, but she's able to like change the audio with how loud they are going to be. But for 6 of the items for each 6 seconds, it's just a constant uh, slew of insults and racial slurs against those things. But she has it said that the moment the party is gone, they start playing.
Oh my fucking god.
Are you?
I love that. I'm allowing that.
Hey.
Anyway,
And
so
you know what's the best part of it?
And I am not stopping it either.
No, just one thing I want to add. You know what's the best part of it? Those things don't go away until I die or let it get down.
Imagine
God.
for Bluma's arc, Max scraps the idea for Bluma's arc, and it's just these sea drakes just trying to dogpile Bluma, just so she can like let it go. That would be kind of funny.
Anyway, so again, you guys see the sea drakes, kind of putting them to, and the one sea drake, the less mean sea drake, leads you to, leads Idris to the two crystals. One is a shard of the crystal that you were looking for, and the other is what seems to be a fragment of a reflection crystal.
Idris is gonna grab the reflection crystal, but he's gonna let Zill grab the shard.
Okay. So we'll grab the shard.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry. I was just gonna say, Idris is just gonna thank the small sea drake.
So it stares at you before walking up to you and like gently pressing its snout into your ankle.
Can I
Then it
pat
runs.
its head? The fuck?
No, it runs off. It runs off.
Ulrich also thinks. Ulrich also thinks. Just so you know.
Yeah, this is why we don't fight first. I want to adopt the CJ. Anyways, Idris is going to look at Zill and he's just gonna be like, did the party follow us or is it just us?
I did not follow.
Ulrich and Zenith would have followed. Unless
Eris
we could.
did follow. Just kind of at a distance.
Okay. Because I was going to say that Idris was going to look at Zill and just gently say that they should return to the party.
And as you guys are turning to walk away, you hear the familiar scream of Soaps. And you hear a thud. And as you turn around, you see a very dazed Soaps on the floor.
Idris is gonna rush over to Sopes and just be confused. And just be like, Sopes, are you alright?
You don't really get a response. He seems to be very out of it.
I'm gonna put the reflecting. Go ahead. Sorry.
I was gonna say he seems out of it like he's been falling for a very long time.
I've been falling for 30
minutes.
Maybe.
But Idris is going to actually put the reflecting crystal he grabbed, that fragment, he's gonna put it in his vest. So only he has it on him and on his person. And he's just gonna casually pick up Soaps. While he's dazed. Okay. Or try to.
And so while you get I'm assuming that you guys walk back. The drakes have successfully basically taken every crystal and hidden them. And do you guys go to leave?
Sure.
I would say yes. We have what we can.
I would also say yes.
Wait, what are you?
She will purposely stay behind and place.
What?
Bluma will wait for the party to leave ahead of her, but she will. Bluma will be waiting until the party has left a little bit ahead of her, so they don't see what she plans to do next.
There you go. Thanks.
Nihilus is waiting.
Swear to God.
Nihilus is waiting for
Bluma will be. Bluma will be putting 1 pound explosives in the top parts of the.
Nihilus is grabbing. Nihilus is grabbing.
Section.
He's like, Bluma, I don't like fucking loose ends.
What is Bluma doing?
Bluma, I know.
Setting time.
I know what. And I apologize. But I don't. I don't want this to bite an ass. I owe you a lot for yelling at you. I'm aware. But please, I don't want them, and he's referring to the party, to kill you while you sleep.
You don't. I'm going to
Is
speak to
the
you
party
once.
seeing this, by the way?
And if you don't let go of me, I can break every single one of your fingers.
I will let go. He's not grabbing Bloom. He grabbed the explosives and he says, I will let go if you agree not to do it.
And do you know what I'm going to be doing?
I will buy you alcohol. And
Do you know what I'm going to be doing?
I see explosives. No, I will let you explain yourself. Go ahead.
You don't want. There's a lot of these little bastards. I'm going to lock up all of them in here. And
And
I'm waiting until all of you leave, so none of you get stuck in here. And you're stopping me from doing that. And I'm really
they worked with
not going to
Bloom.
yell at you for
Bluma.
what you said.
Bluma. I don't want to risk us getting targeted by this party. I already have fucking werewolf hunters on my ass. I don't want more on my ass. I trust you, but this, I am putting my fucking foot down. Don't make me do something I am going to regret, Bluma. I don't want to hurt you.
You've already done that.
What did she say? I did not hear that.
You have already done that. You think
I want to make it up,
adding
but
another hurts to me? And he starts hearing like a trembling in his voice. And not one of anger, but sadness. That you think another one is going to hurt me?
Nihilus is just going to let go of the explosive and he's rubbed his face like, oh, and he pulls his mask and hood down. Is like, okay, listen, I'm just. There's a lot going in my head. I'm remembering shit I don't know. I've recognized names. I've seen things I don't know. I'm sorry I'm outlashing. I'm
At
just
least,
concerned that things are going to happen, and
at least you could remember.
What did you say?
Like, at least you could remember things. I don't know
I,
who I am.
I'm beginning to question who I am, but I am still wanting to help you remember that. Not
I'm just going to put one explosive at the top of the entrance where they were coming out, and we're gonna go. I'm going to keep track of the distance I have from it, and to make sure that none of them come to us, I will make sure that explosive does only damage to cave in that section. Is is meant to keep us safe. You think an negotiation is fair. It's alright in this place, but I'm not from here. Yeah, I said from here, but I'm not. I don't remember much. But I know from where I came at least not much. And don't everything is not what it seems. So I am just being safe.
Okay, okay. So I'm going to make a compromise. Here's two I have. One, we pack up this explosive, and whenever we get to a tavern, I will buy you as many drinks as you want. Hell, I'll even buy a few barrels. Two, you do half a pound, and then I will try to find a way to make it up to you. I'm still sorry for snapping at you, but those are my compromises. What do you say?
She clenches her fist, looks back at the top of the tunnel,
And
then looks
also,
back at Nyla.
if you pick the first option, and if these bite us on the ass, if these drinks bite us on the ass, I won't stop you. I promise that.
It's fine.
I did not hear what you said.
And
What can you
she
say that?
proceeds. She says that's fine, though it said way she says it is as if she did not put any attention to what he said. Give you 10 seconds. Run.
I just going to say this. I tried to make a compromise. And then he just pulls up his mask and hood and he just walks off and tries to catch up with the party.
Emblema,
Well, mhm.
do you set the explosive?
No, no, wait. Yeah, but she still has the 5 pound one, but she instead of putting one, like she said, she puts five two in the main tunnel that is where those serpents were at, and then no, 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 let me see, one at the tunnel on the top, and the remaining 4 pounds on the corners of the room, and then she proceeds to follow back Nihilus. So she keeps in mind of how far she is and where she could actually aim to still hit one of the explosions.
Okay.
She
If this fight
um
ass missed, I have full bragging rights and full rights to complain. Just saying, out of
yeah,
character.
yeah. Fireball has 120 uh, standard range, right?
Yes.
Okay, with spell sniper, that's 240 feet away. So she waits until she's like as far as possible to still be in the range to shoot a firebolt at one of the explosives to cause a chain reaction to shut that place down.
And
or collapses.
You hear the explosion, like you hear the explosion, but it's not as powerful as it should have been. But you can hear the tunnel collapsing. Just the entrance. You can hear the entrance collapsing.
Would the party hear this?
And at that point,
You wouldn't. It would be
at that
muffled,
point,
but you would definitely hear the
six.
ground shake.
Also, at this point, the six sound infusions will start playing.
Okay.
So are Nihilus and
ground
Bluma both coming back?
shaking.
Nihilus and Bloom are coming back.
How far would Bluma have been? Because by this point, the party likely will have left because it's 240 feet of range.
So
How far
you
Bluma
would
would
have
have been?
basically would have been in the you would have been able to get to the door that the Australis had revealed, and the party is currently out, like in the main, like in the room with the blood seal.
Alright.
I want to say when Nihilus gets back to the bar, he's not saying anything. He's more focusing getting back to the cart.
So I would like to say that Idris is going to hand Sopez to Zil for a moment, and he's going to look at Nihilus and he's going to say, "What the fuck happened? Why was the ground shaking?"
I tried. He did something, and I tried to stop it.
What did Bluma do?
She's going to tell you. But all
I don't care if she's not.
all I ask is not to harm her. The more negative you push her, the more she's going to push back with more violence. That's all I'm going to say.
No offense, Nihilus. She appears to respond with what happened.
You don't know her. I know she seems like this, but I am honestly trying my very best to try to convince her not to.
I will say at the ground shaking, everybody can see Auric is kind of huddled up on the ground and he's kind of like shaking and covering his ears. Like he is very afraid.
How long would it been for Bluma to take before she's with the party?
About like 3 or 4 minutes.
Alright, so if anybody wants to say anything else, I'll just wait a little bit, just in case you guys want to do a little bit of character stuff right now, while she's actually taking her time. Or should I just continue?
I'd say go ahead.
Yeah.
I don't know what everyone else wants to do.
It's just Xena trying to comfort Auric.
Alright. Bruma will have finally came to the back to the party.
Well,
Well,
sorry, go ahead. Then I want Nia to say something, but you go ahead.
Alright, Nihilus will be the first ones, like, since he knows her better. We'll be seeing more of a content face.
Now let's just
as
go ahead. Sorry.
No, just a content face that she continues to go, not speaking, but automatically starts heading towards the exits.
Nihilus says no, Bluma.
And Xena speaks up from where he's kneeling down and says, "I think you need to explain what happened."
Okay, that just completely cut off what I said, but okay.
Oh, I didn't know you were done.
No.
I'm sorry. If I didn't, go ahead. No, Xena didn't say that yet. Go ahead.
It's fine. No, this is not Bluma. If this bites us in the ass, I have full right to complain about it.
Shutting out for me.
I did not hear what you said.
No, I couldn't hear what you said, so I'm guessing like he's saying he has full right to complain about it.
Yeah, and it better not bite us in the ass.
She just nods and continues on her way.
Also, Bluma, tell them. I'm not doing it for you. Tell them. Tell them.
I will explain at the car.
No.
I think you should
will
explain it here.
Explain now.
Explain it here.
I can only vouch for you so much, Bluma.
Yeah, still their chance to get to.
You fucking did what?
What did you do?
I sealed the entrance from where they came from.
Why did you do that?
Why?
They had
I
only
don't
shown us
trust
kindness.
things easy.
Why? What did you say, Mist? I didn't hear you.
From a place
Yeah, sorry.
That's all about trickery.
Say it one more time. I'm sorry.
Something about chicory.
I'm from a place that you know for trick. Other than me, have you seen any fairy outside of the Feywild?
I hate to break it to you, Bloom. We're not in Feywild. Feywild rules apply out here.
What? And you're going to give Ulrich a heart attack. I swear to the ancestors.
And
Idris is gonna take in and
understand. A person not from here does not understand what's considered normal.
Ignorance.
then you have to ask.
Not an excuse for the way you treat creatures, especially when we tell you not to do something you legally for us.
Bluma, I tried for the 3 months, and I'm still trying. I am doing my hardest, I'm doing my hardest to try to tell you. What have you learned from me, Bluma? Go ahead. Tell me, right now. What have you learned?
Quite a bit. I have to snap on the side.
I am trying to see through your perspective, Bluma. I get it. The Feywild's different. They cooperated. I get you are trying to look out. But that... I don't know what to say besides from what I told you.
I don't mean to cut in, but even if you are from the Feywild, it is no excuse for what you just did. I can understand.
Shut off on me.
But the thing is, this is not the Feywild, as Zil has said. And ignorance is not an excuse for what you did.
Bluma, you need to understand that your actions affect all of us. Meaning, you do not blow up people who help us without talking to all of us about it. And you do not ignore people who tell you not to. Because nice was right. You should listen to him. But no, you ignored him.
Oh, audio died for Mist.
The audio died for Mist.
Oh, you're gonna have to repeat it.
And also, yeah, your audio is done too.
Yeah.
Only heard Nihilus and Dead. Oh no. I mean, I will just describe for the the listeners, and for the party that is here. Zenith is seemingly getting angrier and angrier with the more talking that is going on, and Auric is actually starting to cry a little bit.
God, as much as Idris wants to calm this boy down, he can't. He is mad. His code.
Oh no,
His
listen.
fucking code.
Listen, Zenith is getting angry because Auric is crying, and what Zenith is about to do is he's about to fuck up big. So, oh no.
Oh, this is gonna be the first fight of the party. Let's go.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Hey, how's Soteria act?
Yeah, how is Soteria doing actually?
You'll find out.
Soteria?
You'll find out.
Oh, welcome back, man.
Yeah, I'm back, by the way.
Zill and Bluma, y'all.
Yeah.
Just continue. Fine.
Yeah. Was anything said after, like, Nihilus saying, like, he tried?
I'm
Do you want someone specific to read out, though? Just to ask here.
Just a summary.
No offense. Sometimes I feel Bluma.
It is really tense right now for no reason.
No, there's a reason.
Oh no, there's a reason, but like it's just silence, and it feels so tense.
Can someone give me like a summary of what they said after that?
Is Zill's typing what she said?
Zill is typing that.
Yeah, because her Wi-Fi is dying a little.
Yeah.
Hey, because you're Zill's husband, you know what I'm saying. Can you read it out for listeners?
Summary. Bluma needs to understand that her actions now affect all of the party, and she needs to listen to people. Next, what was that +8 for?
Huh.
Oh god, why is it so quiet? Hello? Oh.
So while this
Mist died again.
While this arguing is going on, you guys notice that Eris has sunk to the back and is now pressing herself into a corner. And that is all I'm going to say for now.
Oh, fuck you, I know what's happening.
Auric would see this, like, even though he's crying, he's sort of like like walking over, kind of like rubbing his arm, and he says, Miss Eris, are you okay?
One little giveaway is that Eris's scleras are now black.
Wait, her what?
Her scleras, the whites of her eyes.
Can I insight this, because Auric would have no clue what this means?
Nihilus says, Bluma, I swear, I feel like our friendship is on the fence right now. Take that how you will.
So, after here it goes. After Nihilus says this, everybody just hears a extremely loud voice, like very loud, like that rings off of the cave walls, and Soteria screams out, "Silence, all of you!" And like his tone has changed completely, like from what he's been talking to you so far. And if anybody's looking at him, they can see that, like, kind of like fucking Eris. His entire eyes have gone completely black.
Eris is
And he's like,
the only thing that has gone black for Eris is just the whites of her eyes.
"Oh, okay."
Yeah,
And
Can
he's like,
I roll
"I am tired."
insight of this?
on Eris?
Or Soteria.
I want to roll on Soteria.
He's like,
Yeah, like he's like, one second. He's like, "I am tired of listening to your infernal squabbling. All of you are so infuriating. I do not give a fuck what she has done. It's gone. It's in the past. They can't get out of that tunnel. Why the fuck are you worried? We need to leave. From what I've heard, we have a job to do. So get your sorry asses out of this fucking tunnel."
Zenith stands up and looks at Soteria, and he has a dad glare, and he just says, "Man, I did not think you'd go that deep. Huh. I can respect it. You sounded like a drill sergeant. Understood." And Zenith grabs Auric and he starts walking out of the cave.
Nihilus is just gonna walk out of the cave and just leaving Bluma.
Finally, some fucking progress. And like he starts walking as well.
And may I roll Arcana or Insight?
You could roll Arcana.
Okay.
I've
I've had
silver camera.
prepared.
I expect a fucking DM explaining shit, so I can explain shit.
Okay.
And
I have a gun, and I'm not afraid to use it.
Auric is still crying, just so everyone knows.
Yeah,
but now he's crying even more because of the booming voice.
No offense, Kirsten, or take it full offensively. I don't care. That gets you shit.
Yeah. So
yeah, no, I'm
also for
fully aware.
anyone who's noticing. For anyone who's noticing, Eris has not followed you, and she is still pressing herself into the corner.
Oh,
Idris also hasn't left.
Has not left.
Bluma will be
What were you saying? Miss,
I
you
think-
cut out.
I think Miss just fucking died. I
Yep,
feel like
okay. Anyway, Idris.
Okay. Honestly,
Oh, there.
Idris is.
Go ahead.
Oh, Bluma, since you're back. Sorry, I'm switching between people. I'm sorry. Okay, never mind. Idris, just continue, please.
Miss,
Okay.
if you're talking, we can. Sorry, Eli, go ahead.
You're good, but Idris, honestly, again, like out of character to explain, he is like he has a moral code, so that's why he's pissed. But in character, like at Soteria's yelling before he walked off, he's just staring at him with like not like anger, but just more so confusion. But he's just gonna take a deep breath to calm himself, and is Eris behind him? to ask?
No, she's shoved herself in a corner by the door, like in the wall, like in the wall where the door is or the exit is. She's shoved herself in one of those corners.
Idris is like, he's gonna go like full dad mode here, and he's not going to like get too close to Eris, but he is going to approach partially and just crouch down and just go, Eris, are you okay?
And you don't really get a response. The most you get is a slight acknowledgement that you are there and that you exist in front of her. But it seems like she's focusing on something else. And you can kind of see almost like as you're watching her face, you see almost like a wound opening up on her face. And
oh, fuck you.
Shadows kind of start to lick out.
Idris is just gonna help a confused look.
Because she's still there.
Yeah, anyone who's in the room would see this.
Alright.
But he's just going to gently just say her name again. And like, he's not going to approach. And like, if Zill starts to approach Idris, he's going to like make a motion for her to just not. Just in case. And could I roll an Arcana check on that wound?
Sure.
Okay. Because I really want to investigate it. That's an 18.
It's almost like, how do I describe this? A costume falling apart.
Oh.
And like almost as soon as it appeared, it disappears, and like Eris seems to shake herself out of it, and she like stops pressing herself in the wall corner, and she's just like, and she looks at Idris and says, I'm sorry, did you say something?
He's just gonna hold his paw out there and just gently explain what had happened and ask, like, he's gonna say, it is a private matter, and if you don't want to discuss it, I won't ask. But are you okay?
And she laughs it up, and she's like, oh, I'm fine. And she's also she has her arms crossed, like specifically her hands are tucked under her arms, and she kind of like basically after that she quickly scurries away from Idris and out the door.
Damn, not even a hand grab? Okay. Anyways.
Flo stayed in there waiting to watching those two. But at the moment that Arash leaves, Flo starts following, but she perfectly goes next to Idris and speaks loud enough for him to hear. You?
What did you say?
All we heard was you.
Yeah, Bruno actually stopped right there, like taking a moment to think.
Yeah, my thing cut out. That was the problem. I'm sorry.
No worries. Like you?
Idris is just gonna stand up and look at her.
If you do anything else, like you did before, you start getting at me for what I was thought I was fine to do. I will. explode. You and whoever that woman you get for.
I'm sorry, now this is expected from that.
Max is
I'm
annoying.
so sorry. I don't know what you said. It was really hard to hear.
It was basically
Basically
summary of it
correctly,
was
Idris and Queen, that she will blow both of them up.
I just want to say, Zill is following this, and Bluma would hear a growl coming from Zill's direction that doesn't seem human nor animal. It seems very like monstrous growl coming from Zill, and she just kind of looks at Bluma, and Bluma will just hear the growl, but Zill doesn't say anything. She just kind of staring at Bluma.
And just because Nihilus wants me to calm down, I don't show it, but I need a moment.
Idris is going to look at her.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I thought you were done.
No worries. If you don't want me to make a kingdom disappear, please tell me if you have something planned. Because if I'm given the go ahead, I will throw everything I have on it and not care for anybody nearby, especially you. So any new buddies you want to make, they are gonna get double the power that will normally be provided. I am, I've been told I'm not saying. I don't know who I am, and I just need time. And if I say I want to blow something up, and it's not anything, please just give me the time. Because unlike you, I don't think like you do. I I like blowing things up. I mean, like she's just trembling, looking at her hands right now, and looking at Idris. Her head
I'm gonna
tilted.
lie, I can't tell if this is a threat or trying to tell.
So
I literally
It's
can't.
not. It's,
but by the way, Misty, like I don't know if that's the same for you guys, but I can barely understand a word you're saying.
It's muffled,
Yeah.
but I can
Like,
understand.
it's mostly because it's
Ow.
really quiet. It's just because it's really quiet to me.
I wish
But
I
it's,
could.
Turn.
I wish it could be louder.
okay, hang on. Good, go ahead, Misty.
Yeah.
You're good.
All right.
But
Also, this is more like a combination of a threat and her trying to express herself.
could I just say that?
Oh,
Go ahead, Kirsten.
I'm just gonna make this small comment of the longer like Bluma is talking and like very vaguely threatening Idris and people, specifically Idris, the louder the like growling is getting from Zill, and it's very much sounds like a warning growl of like when you get into something's territory that you don't know. That's how what's coming from her. And Max, you want to roll a general attack for this?
no, not at the moment.
So intimidation checks don't really work on players.
Silver. I've explained
What?
this. I've explained that
That's
it's
different.
different.
Yeah, we literally explained.
You have?
Yeah, it's different.
Oh,
So after
I don't think I was here when you did that. My bad.
Well, intimidated Bluma the first time.
Yeah,
probably
it was
yeah.
It was
I don't-
right after
Yeah, I don't think I was here for that. My bad.
But
All right.
Anyways, I was gonna say, when Bluma is like threatening Idris looks unfazed completely. Like, he is not taking these threats as, like, to him, it's nothing. But he is going to look at Bluma and he's going to say, I can understand not knowing who you are, but taking your anger out on creatures that have nothing to do against who you are as a person, when all they have done is helped, is not what I go for. I strictly do not kill creatures, because I myself technically am one, so I give them a chance. I kill when needed. I don't kill for fun. And your threats are... You can threaten me, but I just ask that for not only my sake, well, not even for my sake, but for this group, and for your friend Nihilus, that you just try to calm down. You can have every right to be angry with me, but don't take your anger out on them. If you want something to take it out on, you can take it out on me. I've had years to take my anger out, and it didn't help. And after that, he's going to look to Zill, and he's gonna just... fuck. He's just
Don't
going
worry
to just lower,
about
like,
Zill.
lift his hand up partially. Yeah, he's just gonna lift his hand up a little bit to signal at her to just stop. And he's gonna look back to Bluma, and he's gonna say, even if you don't know who you are, and even though you might be angry with me, I would still be willing to help you find out who you are. But for now, I think it's best that this whole entire situation we focus on calming down and just get out of here and focus on what we need to do next. Because if you need to blow something up, I believe this party will let you know, but just for Nihilus' sake himself. Give things a chance. And that's all he's gonna say.
Also, for
And
a
he's
little
gonna
side
wait
note,
for
I'm
Bloom to
actually
leave.
probably... Oh, sorry. Actually, for a little side note, little intervention here. I'm actually probably gonna end up scrapping the whole Christmas saving throw for player characters. Anyway,
What was that?
continue.
Scrapping the
I
whole
was just
what?
Christmas saving throw for player characters. For
Oh,
the
okay.
intimidation and stuff. But anyway, so continue.
Idris is just gonna wait for Bloom to leave.
It just starts hearing a laughter coming from Bluma. That's not how you... I don't know what to say. Party is not gonna listen to me no matter what I say, I think. Even when I try. But I'll tell you this. That last part I said was not much of a threat. If I need, I will tell you. If I need to explore something, and this is not me wanting to cause chaos. This is me trying to relax. I've only received moments of relaxation from anger. I'm just destroying things. So if you want me to relax, go tell the party that for the next hour or so, let me do what I want, at least away from them. So the most they hear is the faint sounds rumbling. I just need moments. and she starts flying back to the cart.
Idris is just gonna.
Go ahead.
Sorry, but Idris is just gonna let out a heavy sigh, and he's gonna walk over to Zill, and he's just going to look at her and shake his head, and it's very obvious that he's not sure what to think, but it doesn't seem the best. But he's just gently going to put his hands semi on her shoulder and just motion for her to go first to leave.
Zill's just kind of looking for a second, not saying anything, but you can tell she's very obviously calmed down entirely. Like the moment you just put down her shoulder, like retired, really calmed down. She's like, I was like, make her the cart.
I want to point out for those who are outside, now is kind of separated from the party a little bit, and he's just taking his flask and he's just downing it.
I'm casting lesser restoration. Okay.
And Soteria, he is simply standing about 20 feet away from the entrance, a little off to the right, with his arms crossed, just waiting, with a deep scowl on his face.
Zenith and Oric, they aren't that far from Soteria, actually. They're 10 feet behind him. And Zenith is singing something in Leonin to Oric to calm him down.
When Zill walks outside, she sees Oric still upset. She's gonna walk over to Oric and she's crouched down a little bit, and she's just gonna go, "Are you okay?"
Oric, he's still shivering. No, loud noises. No fun. No fun. And he's kind of rocking back and forth and grabbing at the hair on his head. No shaking. Not again.
Zill is going to very slowly, as to not to spook him, put a comforting hand on his shoulder, see that we're touching him more. Turn down if possible.
He is calming down. He's starting to take deep breaths, and Zill, you can see Zenith is he is also trying, but you can tell Zenith is still increasing in anger with every moment that he sees Oric upset. And he looks to you, Zill, and he says, "Miss Zill, I need a moment, honestly. Can you watch after Oric for me?"
She's just going to nod and understand if he's gonna come down, and she's gonna sit down next to her.
Zenith is going to stand, and Zill, you see Zenith gripping his sword tightly, and he's dragging it through the grass and heading 50 feet away.
As that happens, Bruma will get out. She'll be seeing everybody, though she'll stay quiet. She goes to find Nihilus, and she only.
He's still drinking.
She sees him drinking, but she, despite her all the anger she was experiencing and how she was neglecting everything he was saying, she lets him drink, but speaks to him. Though her voice is slightly less angry than how she was before the explosion that she caused. And with a sigh, she says, I, I'm unable to realize many things, but I can see one of them is drinking.
And
I'm not sure why I caused that, but I want to release some stress. I'll be gone a couple of hours. And if you
now
want me to be
now
nice, let me do this.
now it stops drinking. He's like, and he coughs a bit. He's like, the only thing I ask you, and this is just the one, technically two things: don't blow up any buildings and don't blow up any creature. That is all. Or don't blow up any religious looking things. I'd rather have more people on me than the gods. I'm gonna be honest with you.
I
So
want to say no, but I know you're right.
listen,
I
Bluma.
will.
The god
I
last thing I
I
want.
know. I know. I said I want to say no. This is not me saying no, but I don't show it. But I have my own. Now, buildings is more of a 50-50. If there's like a place that nobody's living at, or even if the place needs to be blown up by the own city, I will do that. As for creatures, everything's alive, one way or another. I cannot say much for that. But
Just try not to
it's
have something come back and haunt us. I'm going to finish this before Calypso tries to take it from me again. I can see her.
she takes out the alchemist jug, basically speaks the word ale to it so it starts filling up with ale. She basically kind of steals the flask and starts pouring some, refilling the flask itself.
Thank you.
Uh, take this. I'm pretty sure they all need a drink. Oh, please don't
I
disrespect me.
think some
I
of them.
cannot guarantee anybody who comes near me for like within 50 feet is looking. And then she pops into the hoodie and takes out 20 pounds of explosives and just starts dragging the like a kind of bag, a small bag holding all of them, around 100 feet away. So while
Oh,
everybody will likely have their moment, they will be hearing in the distance gunshots, explosions, and if anybody decides to hear her, screaming and crying.
and now it's just going to continue. He's not even that. By the way, if you ever want me to roll a con save, Max, let me know. He's just going to be doing this until someone physically stops him, or if we have to go. I am not. I'm going to be
For the
honest.
moment, I'm not going to force you to roll a con save.
If
Does
anyone
anyone else do?
would look over, oh, if anyone would look over, Zill's not like holding work. Like he's like in hard at this point. She's very much pulling him, comforting him, because Orc is maybe I love him so bad.
And everyone can see Zenith, who's now like 70 feet away. He is swinging his sword viciously, and he seems very pissed. Like he is, like if anyone were to approach him, he would probably try to fucking kill them.
Okay, so let's see. We have the crying coping mechanism, we have the violence coping mechanism, and then we have the alcoholism.
I just want to say
God, this party is so fucking dysfunctional.
I know.
I will also say that you guys can see Eris kind of like pacing in the center of this clearing.
And then we have
Could I?
go ahead, Eli. Sorry.
I was also gonna state that it is kind of in the evening, so if you guys would like to take a long rest, you can. But Eli.
Okay. I was just gonna say that, like, Idris would have, like, because I forgot to mention this, but Idris definitely would have, like, carried Soaps out of the cave. Unconscious good old Soaps. Because motherfucker had to fall through a pipe. And
Well,
he
he's
would
not
put him in.
unconscious per se. He's not very like. It's just he seems to be having a moment. And like by having a moment, I mean his pupils are very dilated.
Is he high? But he would have just put Sopez in the carriage for now, and like he would have just like set some water beside him, but he also would have ended up walking over to Nihilus.
Here we go.
Actually, Idris, before you do that, are you like fully paying attention to Soaps?
Yes.
You hear him mumbling a couple things.
What is he mumbling?
Specifically, you hear him mumbling things about something called the First Disciple.
Fuck you. Go fuck yourself, Max.
Oh shit,
I
we're
know
getting
exactly
biblical
what
here.
that shit is. But
I know
honestly,
you love each other, but do it in DMs.
Idris is just going to mentally note that and just hope that he's okay, because he's not sure what to do. But he's just going to wait for Topaz to hopefully snap out of that. If he doesn't snap out soon, Idris is going to help him snap out. But he is going to walk over to Nihilus.
Alright, here we go. This is going to be great.
Okay.
Idris is...
I want... before anything, I just want to say that in the distance, if they're looking at the direction where Bluma went, there's flashes of light going out as she's also casting Firebolt as well. So it's just explosions, fireballs, and all that. It's like a mini fireworks show on the ground.
Mist, what is that text? Biblical shit incoming. What does that mean?
The First Disciple.
Oh, yeah. I thought you accidentally blew up something religious. I was like, Mist, what did you do? Sorry, Eli. Sorry.
Yeah. Oh, you're fine. But Idris is just going to look at Nihilus drinking, and he's gonna raise an eyebrow, and he's just gonna make like a slight joke, and he's gonna be like, "I know it probably isn't the time, but I remember you saying you wanted to speak to me privately."
He stops. He looks at his flask. He's kind of leaning on a tree or a rock where he's like, yeah, and he just puts it away.
He's also holding the jug. Remember, she gave the jug up.
Yeah.
He
sets the jug down. It's like, yeah. So, and he kind of rubs his face a bit. Now, I've been seeing weird visions and whatnot, and just because I thought you was a werewolf is not the only reason why I've been kind of staring at you here and there.
Weird visions, you say?
I've seen you on a pirate ship or some ship or wherever in a storm.
At that mention, would Idris have any memories about a specific storm?
I mean, nothing specifically, but like, I mean, you experienced a lot of storms in your pirate ship. So just saying a storm on your pirate ship, it's fairly vague.
When I saw you, I wasn't on the ship. I was in the sky, in the clouds, molding the storm. I don't know why, or if I took some weird-ass psychedelics, but I don't think it's drugs that made me see that.
Now, that is something that seems more familiar to you, more specific.
Oh
Idris.
no. How would I
Because
know this, Max?
You remember very specifically that before he disappeared, you had one of your crew members had accidentally pissed off the god of storms, the old god of storms. And you
great.
remember seeing the old god of storms mold this basically hurricane that you were experiencing.
What is his name again?
Zeus.
Zeus? Okay. So, Kinar's, like, if he's, look, fuck, Nihilus. Sorry.
Yeah,
I'm so used to saying Kinar.
The viewers already know, and they're probably like, pick one. Pick one.
Pick one. Choose one. Stay with one.
Be consistent.
Be consistent or death.
Nihilus, if he's gonna look at Idris, and he's gonna see Idris, like, cross his arms. And he has this sense of familiarity after he explains that vision. And he's going to look at Nihilus and just say, that vision you had was, I'm assuming, a memory from the god Zeus.
Never heard of him.
He is... Idris is just gonna, like, take in a long pause. And he's just... Zeus was the god of storms. And he is one of the gods that I have helped before. Or pissed off, so to speak, because of a crewmate on my ship.
Uh-huh.
But it was a long time ago.
Uh-huh.
And,
He's looking like almost in disbelief, but also like he's also somewhat drunk, so gears are turning in his head slowly. So he's like, yeah, I don't really remember or know a lot of shit.
You don't know him because he's forgotten. And Idris is just gonna, like, keep his arms crossed, and, like, his ears seem more perked up. And he's just gonna ask, with these visions, do you know when they happened? Or...
Good question. I also noticed once I think I've been struck by lightning, but I walked away unscathed one time.
Repeat that? I'm sorry.
He said he's been struck by lightning one time and he walked away unscathed.
Would he just make any connections with that, or...
I'm just hinting towards his resistances, to be honest with you.
Okay. Okay. Because you're just gonna be like, Go ahead,
Nihilus,
Max.
also another thing that you would know is that you have 2 long scars on your back, like right about where, like right at the inner edge of your shoulder blades.
Okay, does he remember how he got that?
Nope. It just seems like he's always had them.
He's like, also, I don't know if it's relevant, but apparently since you're so knowledgeable, and also from what Savos has told me, I have 2 very long scars between my shoulder blades. That runs along my back.
You know, like the placement of wings.
He's not gonna make that connection, but you know.
I'm assuming Idris would make that connection. But he's going... Like, would he know anything that could tie in with the possibility of someone getting hurt? Or a god being pissed off enough to do something like that, considering his connections?
What'd you ask? Sorry.
What the fuck did I ask?
Something about they are.
Would Idris have any recollection of, like, per se, a god or someone being very pissed off that he would have a connection to and causing someone else to get hurt, or more specifically, like, maybe someone's wings got torn?
Idris, you would actually remember the god Zeus confiding in you once about how he wanted to stay neutral. And you remember him saying that he was relinquishing. What am I trying to say? Relinquishing his duties as a god. And going to live a life of his own.
Bro, can I make the connection that Nihilus is in some way somehow Zeus?
Yeah.
So, is he? Like, he is?
I mean, that is where the evidence points, but it's not, like, a for certain way.
Would Idris know about when a god renounces their duties? Like, what would happen to them?
No.
Fuck.
Nope. It's never happened. It's never happened before. Zeus
Until
is the only god to do it.
Zeus.
Until Zeus.
Fucking goddamn it, Nihilus. But, Idris is gonna have, like, this look that's just, like, a whole, like, what the fuck moment. And he's gonna look to Nihilus.
Nihilus also looks like, it looks like the alcohol is kind of kicking in, so he's, like, kind of just trying to keep himself standing on, like, the wall he's leaning on.
Is there a way I can just snap him out of the alcohol stupor for a hot minute? Cause fuck, we need to talk.
You can probably...
Do you have greater... Do you have lesser or greater... or
I was going to suggest maybe putting, like, 5... like, from lay on hands, like, 5 hit points.
Oh, yeah, that would work too.
Yeah, because using 5 of that here is, like, disease and shit, so, like...
Yeah, because Idris is just gonna set his hand on Nihilus' shoulder and just use, of course, lay on hand, so... Fuck you, you're not drunk anymore. And you get 5 temporary... Like, not temporary, you get 5 hit points.
I actually thank you, because I'm actually got my shit kicked in, so... Thank you. Anyways, it's like, what? Okay.
Fucking, like, Idris has, like, this look. Like, if he's looking at Nihilus, could he see any features of what Zeus used to have, or no?
He covers his...
No, not with the mask on.
He also has his hood on.
And he's gonna take his hand off of Kinor, and he's going to look at him and say, take off your mask. Can you please take off your mask? I need to make sure I'm certain of this. Sure,
why not? And he pulls down his mask, and also his entire bottom half face is just scarred, filled. There's a lot.
Do I recognize it, Max?
Roll an intelligence check.
Bruh.
My intelligence is such shit.
Because you're old. I'm loving this because I've been waiting. have no
offing
idea.
myself.
You have.
I am offing myself.
Oh no, I wasn't
No.
saying no for that, but like,
Fuck.
you have no idea how I'm holding this in.
I got a 9. Can I roll again to think really hard?
Know what? I'm tempted to have you take my DM inspiration for this because I got one from the.
Please?
You know what?
You know what? I'm gonna give it to you. Because I had you roll because I was trying to postpone me spelling shit. Anyway,
Fair enough.
you do see some similarities.
God. So, Nihilus is just gonna stare at Idris, and like, he's going to see a huge amount of recognition. Like, as if he knows who Nihilus is. And he's going to look at him, and he's gonna say, "That was not a vision. I'm very certain that that was your own memory."
He's just going to take a minute. He's just now leaning on the wall. He's like, okay. I don't know how to take this.
Honestly, he's gonna see Idris just kneel down for a moment onto one knee, and like, he's gonna lift his right arm and press it to his shoulder, kind of just like as like a silent salute before standing up.
That was weird, but okay.
And he's gonna look at him, and he's just going to say, "I'm sorry, but that is what I do for recognition of the forgotten gods. And I have a very heaven certainty that you are Zaus.
I don't know how
or
to
were Zaus."
Shifting the conversation, he points at Calypso. Anything about a horse with Zaus? Because she just showed up one day around me.
Would Idris have anything about Calypso?
No.
She sometimes takes my alcohol. And I don't know why. But
he's gonna shake his head.
Well, that helps. And he just looks at Calypso. He's like, I don't think she's a horse.
Actually, hey, little random question. Do any of you have true sight?
Auric does. I'm kidding.
Max.
God, I fucking wish.
Okay, I had to make sure of that, because I didn't think anyone had true sight, but if they did, I'm fucked. Anyway,
Hey, can I get true sight, Matt? I'm kidding.
No.
I already asked for stuff.
Actually, you know what? We all should know. Eli should get true sight.
True sight into your mom's DMs. I'm sorry.
No, true sight so that you can. I'm kidding.
No!
Oh my god.
Cut that out on the recording.
True
sight into Idris's feeling?
Funny clips. True sight.
Don't cut that out. That was a funny clip.
Yeah, that was a funny.
Levi!
Yeah.
No.
I have you saying fuck on recording.
Oh,
I have you.
It.
Yeah. Yeah, you did.
Oh, I mouthed it. That's what I did.
No,
No,
later.
you said
Yes.
fucking.
Earlier
You
on,
said
you
it.
said
Oh
fuck.
yeah, no, I
Zenith.
said it. Yeah, I don't say it in person. I'm saying it as my characters.
Oh my god, I forgot about that. Anyway,
I'm clipping
Anyway, is
So
Nihilus is looking at Calypso, and it's like, what is she doing?
Calypso is just dead ass staring at you.
Sometimes I'm uncomfortable by her.
Like, you said her name.
She's
about, like, she's like about 30 feet away. You said her name and she dead ass. She is like immediately zeroed in on what, like, zeroed in on you. Fuck it.
Whatever.
Hey, Max.
Yeah.
Would Idris know anything of Zaus possibly having like a pet or like a familiar of some sorts that had stayed with him?
Zaus had no such thing.
Fuck. Well, can I Arcana check the horse? To see if it's a
Sometimes
real
I
horse.
Or you could wake up the druid.
Sometimes she just takes my alcohol and drinks it, and she's just fine. And then there's these moments where I'm just questioning what she is. Then I just
Speaking
off. Now
of alcohol, you should probably stop drinking it.
He looks at the flask.
So Idris, as you're staring at Calypso, you see her form looks hazy, as if there's like, you know what, like, you know how heat makes like heat illusions and how everything like wobbles?
Is it a fucking horse illusion?
The you see it kind of wobble for a second, which you know is not from the heat, because it is, you know, basically night now and it's fairly cold. Not cold, but it's chill. It's like 60.
Can I just have Idris walk up to the horse and just
Sure.
like, he's gonna stare at Calypso like as if he knows she's not a horse.
Whenever I found her, she was just chewing on my hair, to be honest with you. Like, I don't know where she came from. She just followed me.
Idris is gonna look at her and he's gonna like tilt his head back to Nihilus and be like, Calypso, right?
Yeah, her name's Calypso. So I named it.
And he's gonna look at
Another
Calypso
thing.
and
Another thing I'm going to point out is she's, unlike a normal horse, she is facing you via like forward. She's forward facing you. She's not like side looking you like a typical horse would.
Bro, that makes it more unsettling.
Idris is literally staring at her and he's going to look at her and be like, maybe not, like he's gonna whisper to where no one else can hear, but he's gonna say, maybe not in front of the others, in case worry comes about, and if you're protecting yourself. But I know you are not what you say you are, and I would honestly like to know the truth of what you are.
When you say that you know she's not what she says she is, she gives you the look of, yeah, join the club.
Fucking valid. That horse could look at half the party.
I love that.
Shit, you right? Shit, you right?
Idris is literally just sitting there and he's like, fucking, I don't know how to word it, but it's like a, if you tell me, I'll tell you type of thing going.
Bro, what are you doing with my horse?
I'll snitch.
No, like a, hey, tell me about what you are, because I'm curious, and I'll tell you about me, so you know if you're curious.
And like, it seems to not really go through with her. It always, like, she kind of looks at you and just like she looks you up and down, and it's just like she doesn't say anything, but it's very clear that like this deal means nothing to her, whether
God
she's
damn
not
it.
curious or maybe she already knows what you are.
Oh, that's sketchy. That's sketchy. Anyways, ciao. But Idris is going to look at her and be like, yeah, I'd also like to say that this is just between them and no one else can hear still, because he's just very, like, whispery. But he is just going to say, I'll make a deal with you. If you need something, I'll do it. But I would just like to know what you are.
The sugar cubes. I'm sorry.
Or suddenly wakes up.
Demands the sugary of
So after like hearing a deal being struck, she seems to perk up. And
why is it me making deals?
She looks to Oric. Like, she kind of glances to Oric, specifically a bag that he has.
The sugar cubes?
And then look, yeah. And then
you got my
I will note, by now, Zenith is cuddling Oric, just like as Oric is asleep and still crying a little.
Fuck! I want to ask for the fucking sugar cubes.
You can do it. Zenith would allow it.
Okay, because Idris is going to look to Zenith, and he's like, excuse me, Zenith.
And you see Zenith, like, you see him, almost instantly, like, get up from laying down and look at you. And he goes, yes, Mr. Idris.
Wait.
You don't need to call me Mister.
Didn't he
Alright.
eat all the sugar cubes with the...
No, he has an infinite bag.
No, just
What's up? What do you need?
the handful he had.
Yeah.
Yeah, so those are gone. Because with the snakes, he ate them all.
Yeah, he has an infinite bag, though.
Yeah, I gave him an infinite bag of sugar cubes for the meme.
Does she want the
Okay.
entire, like, infinite bag of sugar cubes, or just some sugar cubes?
She wants a lot of sugar cubes. She doesn't want infinite,
Okay.
but she wants a lot of sugar cubes.
Idris is going to look at Zenith, and he's like, if I could pay you some gold, would I be able to use that sugar bag? That bag of sugar cubes?
No offense, Idris. You don't need to pay me anything. Oric already has a giant interest in you, and he wants to learn more about you. So, how about you let him ask you 3 questions? Does that sound like a
Idris
fair
is just
deal?
gonna nod, and he's gonna be like, he could have asked to begin with, but I'll take the deal.
I know, but he's always afraid that he's going to hurt people by asking questions. And you see him grab the sugar cube bag and hand them to Idris.
And he's going to thank Zenith, and he's gonna turn back to the horse and just hold up the bag of sugar cubes, like, just to show.
Aliceman's assistant's like, what? Never mind. And he just kind of goes back to drink. He's not really chugging now. He's taking small sips. It's like,
Idris turns around and is like, stop fucking drinking.
why? It's a coping mechanism.
Listen, as someone who drinks quite often,
why.
stop. It hurts.
And he's gonna turn back to the horse.
Okay.
Idris, also, everyone in the party no longer sees a horse standing there.
Oh.
I mean, it is horse-shaped, but it doesn't really look like a horse.
Yes.
Sure, Max. Sure. Horse
Zenith is still awake for this, by the way.
Zill's not there, so...
Not... I want to say that Nihilus looks at his flask, looks at what Calypso is, and then...
It seems to be, like... Her hair is gone. It is basically... She looks like a beast of almost pure muscle. And you can see the fire glowing... Like, you can see her ribs just because of the fire glowing within her. And the grass around her hooves is now starting to burn. Yeah. And there seems to be, like, the 2 horns atop her head that kind of curl out, the bull horns atop her head, they seem to, like, occasionally light on fire. With small, like, wisps that seem to keep going out because of the wind.
I want to say that Nihilus just straight up drops his flask as he was not expecting that.
Out of character. Hot. Literally.
Like the element hot.
Like the element hot.
Would Idris know what this is?
Yes, you recognize her as a Hellhest.
Bro.
What is a hell?
Good question.
And does Zenith know? Because Zenith is awake for this, because he was woken up.
So... You know that a Hellhest is basically... a horse elemental, in a sense.
Wait, I do? Or Idris does?
Idris.
Okay. I wanted to make sure.
Does this look familiar to me? You know, quirky memories, or just same as Idris?
But
Never mind. Continue.
no, you do not.
All right.
Idris is just going to look up at Calypso.
But typically, another thing you know is typically these Hellcasts typically follow Reapers or Aurelius, as he created them as his Reaper's steeds.
Why the fuck is it following him?
Why the
Uh-oh.
Wait,
Uh-oh.
Wait, Max, don't tell me Aurelius is watching me. Bro.
Evil DM smile.
So could I possibly
think
pray to Aurelius?
Sure.
What does Aurelius?
I would love. Fuck. Where's my religion?
Actually, I'm sorry I hate to tell you this, but it is 11.
No.
No.
It is 11.
No.
Let me have my prayer, please. Let me have my prayer, please.
It is 11, and I'm ending session.
Bro.
Say goodbye to say goodnight to the audience, guys.
Good night.
No.
Hey, guys.
No.
Guys, don't
It is
Remember to
not
hydrate?
good night.
Yeah,
It is
hydrate.
not good night.
Don't forget to hydrate.
Yes,
Let me
it is
have
good night.
my-
Sorry, Eli,
Also-
but we're stuck.
Please.
Because I need attention and views.
Yes, we need
Also,
attention, we need
channel.
views. Well, this
my
video
God.
was sponsored
Yeah?
by Soteria.